Hi everyone, in this session we will see an example program for the union. So we are creating the union for whom? To the student. So here we having the different data members. What are the data members here we are using? Name, ID and grade. So name is type character, ID is type of integer and grade is type of character. So now already we discussed union is nothing but a collection of different data types under a single name. So what are different data types here? Character and integer type. So these are the two different data types. These two are used under the name called student. Now, so this is the syntax of a union. Syntax of union. So every union must be ended with a semicolon. So I already said that. So here we having we can create two ways of union variable. One is that definition of union, another by using the keyword of union. So now, so here how many variables we have created? Two variables are created. One is that definition. Okay, here a definition of union. Definition of union. Sorry. First variable. This is first variable of this union by using a definition. Next, so another we created another variable here in the main section. So by using the keyword union and union name student, so we created a second variable called std2. So now what will happen whenever I created a variable for the union? Automatically those variables got those data members got memory allocation. Those members, union members got memory allocation when we create a variable for this student. Now what will happen? So here student got memory allocation. This std1 got memory allocation of how many bytes? Of how many bytes? Let me see. So here this character name occupies how many bytes? 20 bytes. Now this ID occupies the 2 bytes. Now this grade occupies the 1 byte. So here total is 23, but so in union there is a logic, there is a syntax, there is a rule. So here whenever using the data members of union which having the large size or greater size, that size is allocated to that variable. Now what is the highest size of this union? So highest size is the 20. That size is allocated to whom? To the variable 1, but not 23. So means what you understood here, the in union which having the highest size of that data member, okay, that size is allocated to whom? To the union variables, but not a total total size of the all the members are not going to be allocated. Only which having the highest size of that data member, that size member size is allocated to the variable. Now what will happen here? So here actual size is total size equal to 23, but what is the highest size here? 20. That 20 size is allocated to the student 1. Now student 1 got memory allocation of how many bytes here? 20 bytes. Now this 20 bytes is going to be nothing but can access name, can access ID, can access the grade. Means these three variables can share this 20 bytes memory allocation. Let me see in the next coming the code. So now after allocating the memory for std1, then the program execution start from the main function. Then after completion of main function, then what will happen? The execution control move to the here we are creating the another variable, the union. Now what will happen? This std got memory allocation of how many bytes here? 20 bytes. Because of same concept we are using here. Now, so which is having the highest size of data member, that size is allocated to the std2. How many variables you can create? But what will happen? In union, the size is allocated to which having the highest data member size. Now, so here 20 bytes is allocated to whom? std2. This 20 bytes can be shared by the name and ID and grade. Now these three member variables. What are the three member variables? Name, ID, and grade. Occupy the means I can access the 20 bytes of memory allocation. Now, so here, so by using the after completion of the creation of a variable for std2, then what will happen? So here we are assigning the name and ID and grade to the std1 variable. Now what will happen here? So whenever you are assigning the variable, what you have to use here? We need to use the dot operator. So what is dot operator? Dot operator are used to assign or access the data members of structure, union, and files. Means if you want to access the data, if you want to print, if you want to store the data in the structure, data in the union, data in the files, so we need to use the dot operator. Means dot operator is used to access the data members of union, structure, and file. Now, so by using the dot operator, now what we are assigning? We are assigning the character Hari to whom? To the std1. In where? In the name. Now what will happen? This Hari is going to be stored here. Hari is going to be stored here. Now, after allocation of the Hari, next what will happen? The execution control moves to the next step. Now, std1 dot id is equal to 101. Now, 101 is allocated to whom? ID of which variable? std1 variable. By using what here? By using dot operator. Now, so before that it having Hari, now it is data is going to be erased, nothing but overwritten by new data is equal to what here? 101. So why it is happening means because of all three members are sharing a common memory. That's why it will be happen. Next, what will happen? After completion of this instruction, next we are going to move next instruction here. std1 dot grade. What is grade we are assigning here? A. That A grade we are assigning to this memory location. Now what will happen here? Now 101 is going to be overridden with what? New value equal to what here? A. Means std1 what we have in here? New data is A. After completion of this instruction, next what will happen? We are moving to the entering the details of the another student. So now enter the name of student. Now so we are entering the name of the student std2. So we are entering the name of the student here. Here I am entering the ABC. Now what will happen? In this ABC going to be read by this specifier and it is going to be stored in the location name. Okay, name in which variable? std variable, std2 variable. Now in std2 we are going to store the name of student 2. What is the student 2 name here? ABC. Now in std2 we having the data is equal to what here? ABC. After completion of this instruction, the execution control move to the next printf statement. Enter ID of the student. Now I am entering the ID of the student is equal to what here? 102. This 102 is going to be read by this percentile and we are going to store in the location called ID. This ID where we are storing the variable called std2. Now what will happen? In std already we having the name is ABC. Now what we are doing here? We are entering the new value is what here? 102. Now this is going to be stored in the location in the same location std2 already which having ABC. That ABC is going to be overridden with what value here? New value. Now what will happen after completion of this instruction? Now here we are not entering the grade of the std2 variable. Let me see what will happen here. Now after completion of this instruction, then we are moving to the next instruction here. So here the details of student 1 are. Now we are printing the details of student 1. Now so here this percentage will going to be printed std1.name. In std1.name what we are having here? A means what will happen? It going to print a garbage value. Okay, because of there is no name we have at this memory location. Now this percentile is going to be print garbage value and this percentile C is going to print what here? Grade A. Means what you observed here? So in union which is updated new value, which is updated last value, latest value, that value going to be stored in the location. Means if you try to print before that values before the data members, then what will happen? those data members are going to be printed as a garbage value, means default values are going to be printed. Now, so here after completion of this instruction, we are going to print details of the student 2. Here what will happen, this percentile yes is going to print a garbage value because of what is the new updated value here. New updated value is the 102, but we didn't have the data is equal to ABC. Now, so this percentile is going to print 102 because of so 102 is going to be printed because of here we having the data equal to what, SCD2. In SCD2 what we having here, 102. So in union, because of all this done by using by sharing the common memory. So why it is happening means name, ID or grade are sharing the a common memory. So that's why, so which is enter last value, they're going to be stored in the location of shared memory. Okay, so if you try to print those members, what will happen? So which is having the last value, that value is going to be printed. So these are about the unions. Thank you.